Hello and welcome to Military Mayday. We're pointing out a few pieces on the chessboard. What I like to do on this channel is pick out a few articles I find interesting, uh, or they're important, etc. If you like the same stuff, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. I want to thank my new subscribers and my old subscribers. Did a little story yesterday about Venezuela. Couldn't get to make a really nice heading. It's having some internet issues, but in this article, it's kind of long, but it goes over a lot of their equipment and what they have, and it's quite impressive. So try to stick around for that. Let's get into this story here, which is written by ArmyRecognition.com. It doesn't have a name of anybody, but very interesting. Caracas, Venezuela, November 30th, 2023. In a significant escalation of tensions in the Latin American region, the Venezuelan government has announced plans for impending military operations against the Republic of Guyana. Sources close to the government reveal that detailed preparations are underway, including the deployment of military personnel in anticipation at a referendum scheduled for December 3rd, 2023. Look at them bad boys. The referendum, which has been a subject of contention, is set to address the long-standing dispute between Venezuela and Guyana over the resource-rich Essequibo territory. This announcement marks a dramatic shift in Venezuela's approach to the territorial disagreement, which has historically been managed through diplomatic channels. The international community is closely monitoring the situation amid concerns about the potential for a conflict in an already volatile region. General Domingo Jimenez Lorez, commander of the strategic operations of Venezuela's Bolivarian Armed Forces, said on November 29th at 2:03 that about over 350,000 soldiers will be deployed for security during the referendum, according to the statement published in local media. Also, the Minister of Interior, Justice, and Peace, Ramiro Cabellos, said that more than 120,000 police officers will be deployed. In statements broadcast by Venezuelan television, the state channel. The referendum, in which Venezuela voters will be asked 5 questions concerning the dispute, will give the government a path to decisions and views of the intervention of the International Court of Justice in the resolution of the territorial dispute over more than 159 square kilometers, 61 square miles, claimed by Venezuela for more than a century. When comparing the military power of the Republic of Guyana with that of Venezuela, there is a significant disparity in both size and technical capabilities. Venezuela possesses one of the largest armed forces in Latin America, equipped with a broad array of advanced military hardware, including fighter jets, modern naval vessels, and a variety of armed vehicles. This contrasts sharply with Guyana's defense force, which is considerably smaller and more limited in its capabilities. Guyana's military primarily comprises light infantry supported by small naval patrol crafts and a few light transport and reconnaissance aircraft. This disparity is not just in terms of hardware. Venezuela's military also significantly outnumbers Guyana's in terms of active personnel and reservists. The difference in military strength is reflective of the varying geopolitical priorities and economic capabilities of the two nations. The Army of Guyana has a total of 3,000 soldiers equipped with a few combat vehicles, including 12 FV-101 Scorpion light tanks, 1 FV-105 Sultan, 3 FV-107 Skidamar light reconnaissance armored vehicles, and 40 FV-601 Saladin, and 13 RB-1 light 4x4 reconnaissance. The total number of active military personnel in Venezuela is generally estimated to be 123,000 military personnel. That breaks it down there. Gendarmerie and paramilitary 220,000, making it the larger military force in Latin America. This number includes personnel across all branches: the Army, Navy, Air Force, and National Guard. The Venezuela Army is equipped with 173 main battle tanks, including 81 AMX 330V 92 72 B1 and 10 light tanks consisting of 31 AMX 13, 78 Scorpion 90s and Wellas, 121 reconnaissance vehicles, 42 Dragon 300 LFB2, 79 V-100 VASH V150, 237 1V IFVPs, 123 BMPs, armored personal carriers, including 25 AMX VC1s, 8 AMX ambulance, and 36 Dragon 300 wheeled armored vehicles. So it wouldn't even last 12 hours, really, if you compare it. The terrain along the border between Venezuela and Guyana is one of dense tropical rainforest, rugged mountains, and winding rivers, forming part of an ancient and ecologically rich Guyanan shield. This landscape, predominantly covered by vast extensions of the Amazon rainforest, presents a challenging environment with dense vegetation and limited visibility, complicating navigation and reconnaissance efforts. Well, with the right tanks and whatnot, they can take and make their own damn roads. It's not like that's a big deal. Additionally, the presence of the Guyana highlands, including the Pacamaria mountain range, introduces rugged and uneven terrain, posing significant challenges to any ground movement or military operations. In the event of a combat scenario between Venezuela and Guyana, this terrain would play a critical role in shaping military strategies. The defense force in mountainous areas likely hinder large-scale troop movements and the use of heavy combat vehicles, possibly leading to the reliance of light infantry and specialized jungle warfare tactics. The numerous rivers, including the significant Essequibo River, as a point of territorial dispute, would become strategic locations, serving as a potential barrier and conduits for movement. Furthermore, the remoteness and inaccessibility of much of this border region could pose logistical challenges, impacting supply lines and communications. For aerial operations, the thick canopy and unpredictable weather patterns associated with tropical rainforests could limit the effectiveness of air support. In such a terrain, smaller, more agile units with expertise in jungle warfare and riverine operations might have a tactical advantage. Overall, any military engagement in this area would likely be heavily influenced by challenging environmental conditions to the need of special training and equipment to navigate them effectively. Well, yeah, unfortunately, the right heavy firepower, you could fly over and when Guyana's got 3,000 military personnel compared to 120. What was it? How many? I can't remember now. Anyway, there's no comparison. And over a 61-mile range, that's pretty much nothing really compared to the heavy military like that. And that's a bigger, heavier military. They got the power to take care of business. I could understand they're talking about terrain, but with technology nowadays, you got drones, you got everything, all kinds of stuff. There's really no comparison. Although I do like the article, and I've bookmarked this group because it looks like they got some more very interesting shit up here. ArmyRecognition.com. Check these guys out. Anyway, smash the like button, subscribe. Toodaloo.